nature is now under complete control.
Hip-hop is not what it is today.
It's the real. It's the
Militia.
Well, I'm back. You missed me? I did, in a way. Well, pretty much new entry. Thank you for ones who have messaged me asking me for new video and things of that nature. So basically, I'm here at a good time because last week I had some material, but now I have more material. So number one, what we have is the fight that everybody saw this weekend. Manny Pacquiao versus this Bradley character, Tim Bradley, which he won in controversial fashion. And everybody's on Facebook talking about how boxing is fixed. Really? You just now knowing that? Hold on. Shut up a little bit. You just now knowing that boxing is fixed. This has been going on for 50 plus years. Boxing is fixed. UFC is fixed. We love it, but it's corrupt. Is fixed. Some of them take a dive in order to make a Ponzi scheme to make more money. It happens. I'm not throwing stones. I'm a WWE fan, and it's all theatrics. I know. I watch 20 years. It entertains me. Sometimes it's great, compelling stuff. Sometimes it's train wreck, ugly, where it's like you can't watch and you come back and watch it. So what? Basically, Pacquiao had it won all across the board. The scores, everything. Loud booing from where everybody got. I know the Philippines got to be on fire by now. Got to be just throwing crap at their television, even throwing their own feces if they're sick enough. But you know, it's a rematch, and to tell you the truth, on the positive part of that, I like Timothy Bradley. He came out and said that he welcomes a rematch. I mean, he came out literally with the belt like, I won this. I won. Man, I gotta go watch the tape. I gotta watch the tape to see if I won it. I guess, you know, he don't believe it. So, you know, and you know he's a humble dude to come back and say, I welcome a rematch. I gotta watch the tape. He must have been knocked up so many times in the head, you know, that he got to give it to him again. And I think the people deserve it, period. Pacquiao, good fighter, never lost in 7 years. But the only thing I have that everybody complains about is the fact that he and Floyd Money Mayweather are not coming to terms on another fight, on the only fight. And I will coin it if nobody else says it, but it's the greatest fight that's never fought. That's not heavyweight. Pretty much Mayweather's in jail. I just learned about that. Hopefully he stays the whole term instead of getting out on good behavior. I am not a Mayweather fan. I don't like cocky athletes, period. Where it's all about money and no fundamentals. I don't like LeBron James. I don't like Kobe Bryant. I don't even like Terrell Owens, and people know that personally. I met the guy, real big douchebag. He won't have my support. Unless, you know, act of God turns him around. So, anyway, the fight is done. I basically laughed my butt off when people said boxing is fixed. And, you know, most of my friends, 30, 20 years of living, don't see that. You know, everything in life is corrupt, including religion, politics, whatever it is good. There's nothing really pure anymore except for child's innocence. Um, the next thing I actually have is in recent news, people are eating people. Not in a form of culinary arts of cannibalism, but just ripping faces off and eating them. I don't know if we're turning to primates or we're just having we're just having a real life version of Zombieland. Hopefully that does not happen. I mean, I know what I'm going to do if Zombieland ever happens in real life. I'm going to fill up my closet with Twinkies and a couple guns and double tap. Anybody seen the movie know what I'm talking about. Um, it's weird to me. I can't talk about it because it's just plain stupid. So, basically, I thank you guys. Again, I thank you guys for lending support, sometimes throwing me topics. And it's even surprising to me that some people on the street, they seen the video through a friend that I have on Facebook, or sometimes if I put it on YouTube. And they'll just tell me topics, they'll just throw it out there, and I'm pretty much fine with it. Little support is good support. I don't have to have masses following me and things of that nature. I'm not the dude. I'm not Jesus. I'm not really anybody, but just the guy who's living life and wants to do what I would like to do in life. Basically, I ran into someone who has given me an article which I looked up on the internet, and I found out that in public schools, dodgeball is banned. Yeah, really, dodgeball, the little red ball that we used to pelt people with, one guy on each side of the field or in the gym. Really, dodgeball was the greatest thing in PE. That and kickball, aside from actual sports that we played. I don't know what it is about our schools though. I'm glad that they're trying to push test scores. So states can grant schools money for computers and technology. They don't come cheap, and more books. But really, the problem I have is shutting down the arts and recess and PE programs, because really, if you're going to educate our children with just classwork and nothing else, then really that's what's going to drop our at least student morality. If we take out all the extracurricular activities, then kids just don't want to go to school. Some of us went to school other than passing classes, because we like to play football, basketball, and some of us are college playing people and things of that nature. So, and a few people make the major leagues. Fine, they do so. But really, I grew up in the arts program. I'm a band geek. I got into acting. I did plays, school and outside of school. And really, if you're going to teach reading, writing, and arithmetic, and then social studies and science, and you're going to tell kids about writing, creative writing, then kids are not going to have anything creative to write about. If you eliminate the arts, or you eliminate the PE structure of it, I mean, kids are going to just write about the trashy stuff on TV, like the Jersey Shore and the crappy Kardashian shows. And you're going to look at the kids like, what do you actually do? And that's going to be the answer. So you can't fault them for watching tons of crap on TV, yet they can't go around and kickball or play freeze tag, which that is banned in certain states too. Things like that. So we're gonna have fat vitamin D deficiency limited adults from our kids. You know, it's not like where we grew up in the 80s and 90s where we went outside, we sweat all day in the heat and the sun, and played ball or whatever it is that we did physically outside. They take nature hikes. I mean, I think we're having little Jew kids as far as raising them. I mean, the thing is that we have vitamin D deficiency kids that can't eat simple stuff like bread, gluten, other allergies like that, which I could not believe. I mean, nuts, I could hardly believe. Lactose intolerance, I actually believe, because that's mostly within black people, at least the friends I know. I'm lucky that I don't have that. Things like that. So I think the whole thing is that we need to be restructured, which the parenting issue I will discuss at a later date. You know, I'm already 10 minutes into this. But I did have another topic which I'm going to discuss next time, and that's absolute fails in society. I'm asking you as a people, if you want to message me, do so, but about our progress, how we're trying to make a better society but failing at it. Like the whole acceptance of gay people, which should be accepted in society because they're human, and I thought we already accepted them, and now we have people talking about smack them in the face if your son or daughter comes up to you and say, well, I like the same sex here. But that'll be posted on a later date. I'm well into this. So anyway, thank you, whoever watches this. Comment, message, tweet, Facebook if you're a close friend, and the links will be on the bottom, right down here. See my finger? Right down here. So you can tweet me or whatnot. But anyway, I'm out. You have a nice week or month, depends on when I'm coming back, and be easy. SHS Shin has spoken. Thanks.
I hear you in the background, whenever I fall. I hear you in the background, whenever I fall. Telling your brothers, they say you're gone.
Put your sister on the phone.
Yo, it's Richard. I knew you was in around, playing all innocent, hoeing since the foundation. Don't make me have to pound this 10 crown facing and risk being jammed up like traffic inbound from spacing. There's been a place for you in my heart since we first met. A teenage love that didn't feel no hurt yet. My boys warned me you was poison like BBD first cassette, and still I put my chips on the worst bet. Gave up the skirt, now I got a hair from the street. How dare you drag my name in the dirt and cheat? You could've broke it off, ended it and dipped. And if you spoke soft, we could've still preserved the friendship. Now you apologize, that's what they all say. You wasn't sorry when you sucked them off in the hallway, but have it your way, raw, no foreplay. That's you if you want a dude who wear a mask all day. And just to think, I used to be proud of you, and you had some real good power. Probably kiss me later that evening, I should be early. Matter of fact, give me back my bracelet and my Sherlin. I'd rather waste it, or give it to your girlfriend. She did let me stab it last week while you was working. Remember, our vacation out to Maryland, I duped the maid Carolyn, she made me throw the towel in. Like all foul men, the time I hit your mom's off, I told her knock it off, but she had to set the rocket off. Ain't enough room in this fucking town. When you see Tin Head, tell him be ducking down. I'm not romping around, he better be ready and prepared to be stomped in the ground.
And now, subscriber, we've got to